Well, it is Election Day in Missouri and Kansas, and Mark Alford looking for another couple of years here. And listen, he is going to roll, but still, he's on the ballot today. He joins us on KCMO. Good morning, Mark. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Happy Election Day. And, Pete, I got to tell you, I think this is one of your best shows ever. Giving people a platform, no matter what race you're in, to come on and give their pitch to the people of Missouri and Kansas, well, Missouri today, is a great thing.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mark, I did this yesterday, too, where I let people call in. But, I did it last week, and I said, all right, we'll let people call in and make their pitch. This week, I said, if you don't get your pitch in 60 seconds, you're getting dumped live on the air. And it's amazing, Mark. No one went over 60 seconds. But you know this as a guy who did media. If you're running in a small local race and you can't tell people in 60 seconds why they should vote for you, you've lost them. You've totally lost them. I mean, that's why I think media and having a media background is very beneficial in today's climate for politicians.
I do, too. I think that helped me win 2 years ago, definitely. But I think we were right on the issues and right on our message as well. The ability to convey that message when people have such short attention spans is a blessing. And it's something that I've worked on for 35 years, having been in the media.
So what do you think now, Mark? Of course, listen, you're going to roll. You're going to get your 2 years, so we all firmly believe that. But, really, you've also gotten yourself involved in the governor's race with an endorsement for Mike Kehoe. And I see your social media. You get a little blowback here and there for that. I mean, you see it, I see it. But you know what? You're a man of conviction, and you're standing firm there on the Mike Kehoe endorsement. So what made you compelled enough to endorse in that race?
I endorse people in whom I believe. And I believe in Mike Kehoe. I've known him from several years as lieutenant governor. I've known Claudia as well. They are great, decent people. He is authentic. He's trustworthy. He's a true conservative. He's compassionate. He's a great businessman, and he can hit the ground running as governor to draw businesses into Missouri. That is something that Mike Parson has made headway on, but there's a lot more to be done when you consider the surrounding states and other states that have better tax advantages. We've got our work to do to draw businesses into Missouri. On trade, I'm working on the Ag Committee. I'm trying to open up some foreign markets as we work through this farm bill to get our soybean and corns exported to other countries. Mike Kehoe is going to work on that with me. It's exciting to have someone with his experience, his knowledge, his fortitude, and his character running for the governorship.
I know you were with him yesterday in the Northland. How's the enthusiasm right now on the ground for your choice, Mike Kehoe?
I tell you what, it couldn't be better. We were in Columbia last week with him. We made one of his bus stop tours. Everywhere he goes, he's drawing large crowds, enthusiastic crowds, and crowds that you might not expect. I mean, he got the endorsement of the firefighters union, the police union. They were there yesterday. He's got every law enforcement agency and PAC pretty much locked up. He's got the endorsement of every ag group. If that doesn't tell you something, and ag is so important to Missouri, Pete. We have 87,000 farms in Missouri. It's our number one industry. We're losing 1,000 farms a month. And Mike Kehoe is for protecting our family farms so we don't lose any more.
Mm-hmm. Mark Alford is here on KCMO. Mark, whenever I talk to the gubernatorial candidates, I ask them about how to keep the Chiefs and the Royals in Missouri. With your media background, of course, now in the role that you're in, I know you've got interest in it. What do you think the role of the next governor should be in trying to keep the Chiefs and the Royals in the state of Missouri?
Well, it's a balancing act because I know the people of Jackson County, some of them are my constituents, they think, and I've seen this my years at Fox 4 there's a certain unfairness that Jackson County voters, constituents, and taxpayers are paying for the stadiums. Sure, they get, first shot at season tickets, blah, 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 but there's got to be some equity in this process. I do believe that Mike Kehoe has a plan, and he talked a little bit about this yesterday. I haven't gone in great detail with him, of how to make sure the Chiefs stay in Missouri. I know Mike Parson has offered that. State legislators like Curtis Gregory, he's very much for that. Used to play at MU. Now he's going to be the next state senator for this district. We've got to keep the Chiefs in Missouri, but we've also got to be cognizant of the local taxpayers and the impact it might have on them.
No doubt about it. Mark Alford is here on KCMO Talk Radio 95.7 FM, streaming on the KCMO Talk Radio app. When you look at things going on in D.C. right now, Mark, I mean, obviously it's a crazy time. The markets are bouncing all over the place. When you guys get back to work here after, you take care of business tonight and things move on, what are you going to be focused on there in D.C.?
Two things. The Farm Bill. We're going to get that on the floor in September. Our chairman of the Ag Committee, who is here, I brought him here to our Sedalia State Fair last year for a listening session. He said we are going to get this on. Now, whether the Senate picks it up and does their job, that's another story. I'm not a senator, and so I don't have any control over them. The second thing is passing the remaining appropriations bills. I know people are frustrated. This is not the way government should work. We should not be home in our in-district work period before we've gotten our job done passing all 12 appropriation bills. But, Pete, we are so far ahead of where we were last year. Tom Cole, the chairman, has done a masterful job of getting these out of committee. All 12 have gotten out of committee. 5 of them have passed on the House floor. These are very tough bills to pass because of the fracture right now in our conference, but we're going to be taking up the remaining bills and getting those passed, hopefully, before we leave for Christmas break.
Okay, very good. We'll be watching that, Mark. Enjoy yourself tonight. Kick your feet up. I know it feels a lot different than 2 years ago, and we will talk to you soon, my friend.
Thank you so much. I'll be on the campaign trail today. We'll be traveling the district. We're going to end with a watch party down at Merle's in Peculiar. Be there or be square at 7 o'clock.
All right, there you go. And, of course, the host of Mark Alford's America on KCMO Talk Radio, 95.7 FM, streaming on the KCMO Talk Radio app. You can hear it Sunday afternoon, Sunday morning, and Saturday afternoon. Saturday at 1 o'clock, Sunday morning at 8:30.